Hello, my name is Kurmamir Qureshi. I'm a principal solicitor, KK Solicitors Luton. In this video, we'll discuss point-based system, main applicants, and point-based system dependent. So this video I'm making because of some queries or some questions people have raised. And one question which really forced me to make this video is, someone asked, what is the difference between skilled worker visa and point-based system visa? So the answer is, skilled worker visa basically is a part of point-based system visa. So point-based system, this system was introduced by UK government for the employers to give them flexibility to hire people from all over the world according to their skills, qualifications, and according to their own business needs. They wanted to just streamline the process, so to make it easier for the employers to know whether that person can get visa or not if they decided to give him a job. So point-based system, so in this system everyone need to show certain set of skills, qualifications, and on those basis they will get points, and once they have required number of points they can apply for a visa. Now skilled worker visa or health and care visa, they comes within this point-based system and they're part of this point-based system. So how this point-based system works is, so mainly you need to show as an applicant that you have 70 points to qualify for a visa. So these points are divided in two categories, mandatory and tradable points. So mandatory, there are 50 points, it's called mandatory points which you need to score, and 20 points are tradable points, and you can trade those points against lower salary and if you have required skills or qualifications. So for 50 points, 20 points you will get once you can show that you have a job offer from a UK Home Office licensed sponsor. It means your sponsor has been granted a license by the UK Home Office. So if you have that job, 20 points. 20 points you will get once you can show that you have appropriate level of skills or qualifications, and the job which you have been provided or have been given offer is at the required skill level. Normally it is RQF level 3 or above, it is A level or equivalent. So but if your job required higher level of qualifications, say for example applying as a solicitor or a doctor, then obviously you need not A level, you need higher level. So then you need to show, it means appropriate level of skill or qualification what your job demands. Once you have 20 points for that, so 20, 20, 40. And then you need to show 10 points for English language. You need to show B1, that you have a required level English at B1 level, and then you can get 50 points complete, mandatory. The remaining 20 points you can show either by just showing that you've been offered right amount of salary. So what is the salary? A minimum £25,600 or the ongoing rate. So what is ongoing rate? Ongoing rate is been set by the UK government for certain job. So if the ongoing rate is higher than the general threshold, which is 25,600, then you need to show the ongoing rate. Say for example, if the ongoing rate for some job is 30,000, then you need to show that you've been offered salary of £30,000. And if the ongoing rate is 23,000 or 22,000, then you need to show minimum 25,600. So it's basically whichever the higher. And if you show this, you will get full 20 points. But now there are some, this is called tradable point, these 20. So for example, you can trade these points against a lower salary for the qualifications. So for example, if you have a PhD in a required subject or in a relevant subject, then you can claim 10 points for your PhD, and 10 points then you can get for salary, and then here you can show the lower salary. Now this is the requirements for general health and visa, skilled worker visa. The requirement for health and care visa are different, because in health and care visa you can show lower salary. I have made video for this one before, so you can watch those videos and you can see there the salary threshold is £20,960. So if you show that one, then you can qualify for that visa as well. Excuse me. Now the requirement, people say processing time. What is the processing time? So the processing time is usually 8 weeks. It is for the people who are applying from outside the UK, 8 weeks processing time. And if you pay extra £250, then you can get a priority decision within 15 days. Now in this video, I'm going to discuss more about the Pbs dependent. So if the lead applicant has already been granted a visa, then how the Pbs dependent they can apply. So Pbs dependent, what they need to show. First of all, they need to show that they have a genuine relation with the lead applicant. So in this case, you need to show evidence of a relationship. The question was who are eligible as a Pbs dependent and what they need to show. So as a partner, you can show you are either spouse, husband or wife, and you are married, and in this case marriage certificate will be enough to show. You are also qualified if you are in a civil partnership. So if you have a civil partnership certificate, you can also apply. Or if you are not married or not in a civil partnership, but you've been in relationship unmarried partner, then you need to show that you've been living together for last 2 years, and then you can also qualify. Also, who can qualify is children under 18. So any children under 18 years old, they can qualify for this visa as well. In case if the child is over 18, or if there is some evidence or requirement is missing as a partner, then still you can make an application under exceptional circumstances basis, and the Home Office can consider your application outside the immigration rules, and it's just like on a human rights basis, or there's some compassionate circumstances exist in your case, and then they may grant you visa even though if you are over 18 as a child, or if you lack some requirement to as a partner visa. The fees is, so it depends on for how long you're going to apply for. So if the visa is for 3 years, then fees is £625, and if your visa is for up to 5 years, then the fees is £1,235. And if your job is on the shortage occupation list, then you can pay reduced fees, which is for up to 3 years £479, and for up to 5 year visa is £943. This is the fees which you can pay for. Also, you need to show that you or your partner, they have maintenance funds available. So basically it's the lead applicant is £1,270 you need to show, and in addition to that money you need to show as a partner certain amount of money, or as a child. So if you are applying, then you need to show that you have £285 as a dependent partner, £315 for the first dependent child, and £200 for any additional dependent children. This is available to you. In addition to this application fee, you need to also pay immigration health surcharge, which is £624 per year. So that is for main applicant, for the partner, for children, for everyone. Unless if you are applying for health and care visa, in that case you do not need to pay any immigration health surcharge. So health and care visas, their main applicant and their dependent, they are exempt from paying all these fees. So these are the basic requirements. Also, you need to, sometimes people say as a dependent, what English language test I need to pass. So if you're applying for skilled worker visa, then as a dependent you do not need to pass any English test. And also sometimes you do need to provide your police character certificate, or it's called criminal record certificate. It is if your partner, the lead applicant, it was a requirement for their visa that they need to provide this one. Say for example health and care visa, it's a requirement for the dependent partner to provide also police certificate. So these are the basic and main requirements for Pbs dependent visa. And I hope after this video you understand the difference between Pbs point based system and skilled worker visa, and what are the requirements and how you can qualify for this visa. In case if you still have any queries or any question, you can contact us. Our email is info@kqsolicitors.com, and our WhatsApp is 078 538 44688. Thank you so much.